Evening, guys. A difficult one on Tapelo. We need him for Champions League. We need him for the league. And you lose him now. I don't have the proper information from the doctors, but he went to the hospital. But I think the ankle went out of the joint, but it brought itself in, which is, we can say, positive, But it's difficult. It's part of the game. Football is a professional sport, and it's that thing of being too ambitious and trying to play every game and win every game and all the tournament. It's what I was telling you. I said maybe we should do the club and focus on the league and Champions League, but we don't have that culture here, and this is what happened. On the game, a totally different game that Supersport displayed. Always a difficult game against Supersport United. I think they started early and very well at the beginning, playing well what they normally don't do. What they normally do is what happened in the last 20 minutes or 15 minutes. That was expected, but they played differently, and it was nice to see them playing, and making us work and run a little bit, and but at the end we know how to play this game. This game is a Champions League game, away game. We just manage it, and it's a cup game. Remember, who cares how you won if you win the cup? It's a cup game, so do what you have to do. Just go through to the next round. They played well in the midfield. The three-man midfield, they played well, but they played into our hands. We were always gonna hit them with a break, with playing out. That's how we scored, because they were more on our half, and you can't put the last line of defense in the center line, and you have Serino and Tapelo. They are quick, and that's how we scored. And we should have, in fact, scored one more or two more in the same way. And I kept it. I said, okay, that works for us. It's all right. They want to be a little bit noisy on the ball. Okay. But let's be honest. They had the ball, and then what? It looks nice, It looks nice. It looks convincing. Did Dennis make saves there when they had the ball? No. But at the end, they played the way we always know. They give us hard time. But also we had a plan B for that also. They put all the balls inside. Musa was taking out the balls. Ricardo was taking them out. Madisha was taking them out. Anele is good aerially. And when they started playing, even Clayton went in as a number 9 now. I had to respond to put Wayne, because that's predictable, and otherwise Dennis will just pick them up from the air, just pick them up. It looks stressed, but there's nothing. Just that our break and our counter attacks was not very good. We didn't just pass out properly to can head them, But look, I'm impressed. They played well. I didn't know that they can play. It's nice. They must play. It's good. Sometimes this balls there, all right. But sometimes if it helps you to win. I'm not coaching Supersport United, so we had a plan for all the kind of games that we did. It's just that doesn't look really nice for us, because we usually do teams keep the ball and make people run after the ball. But when you keep the ball without going into the box, what's the point? They look nice. I'm going to bully there outside, and Taboho look nice and pass. Do you go in the box? Nothing. It's part of the game.
Okay.
My initial reaction was to take Serena out. That's the best thing you can do. Take him out. We need him for the league. You know, he's got a fuse that he blows. And sometimes he plays into the opponent's hands. There was a time where he was racing with the ball. Tebogo Mokoena came from behind and kept pulling him, and the referee never picked it up. And Gaston swung his hand. It's normal, you see it anyway, you know. And that's when the referee saw it. Yeah, but what am I gonna do? So these things do happen, and I told him, Gaston, I said, they want to take you out. Be very careful. Don't play into their hands. And that's it. They want him to blow the fuse. And I spoke to the referee next to me, what's his name? Victor Gomez. I said, we have to protect him. But when he goes there to Clayton and Clutter, we can't protect him. Yeah, but it's part of the game. We need him. But they know that they have to deal with him, because he's our attack also, remember? So it's part of the game. This normally happens. It's okay. It's a cup game, ne? Who cares what happened? You played Supersport, you play Mavarara, you play Young Reliant. Who cares? It's next round. Can I have also like other people? Can I have a nice one? You know, we're not that fortunate, eh? Can I also get a nice one, guys?
I'll put the hot one in there.
Eh?
I'll put the hot ball in there.
Yeah, man. Can I also have a breeze? I've got Champions League. I've got a league here, guys. You know, I need Mavarara. Are they through? Can I have them? Yes. So can you please give me Mavarara? Let me have a breather, man. I mean, really. After this,
Maybe you'll get VAR.
eh?
Maybe you'll get VUT.
Yeah, bring it. It's fine. Whoever, you know. Yeah. This is what happens when you overload, right? Mashatsi. When you play a lot of games, this is what happens. This is what Nedbank will give you. That's why sometimes I say the teams that are the bottom 5 and bottom 6, hey, leave this thing to go, because it will spill you out in the semi-final. But as you go with it, you're gonna lose your players like Tapelo. You're gonna get injuries. You're gonna get suspensions. You put in more games, load on your team. Hey, you can lose the franchise, né? Because you're chasing this thing, and it drags you. It's an illusion. It drags you. You're thinking you're gonna get it. You think you can get it, and then it spills you out in the semi-final, where you have arrived. Say we are about to win it, and then it spills you out. By the time you look back, you've been putting a lot of games and a lot of legs into mileage, into Nedbank, and you lose players like Tapelo, important players, and you're surviving relegation. You are in the relegation space. That's why Klopp says, leave this thing. I've got the league, I've got the Champions League. So I wish I could do that, Klopp, as I told you. You know, so the people there, be very careful with this thing. It will bring you and bring you. And suspensions, yellow cards, red cards, injuries, mileage. Yeah, that's it. It's a Nedbank Cup. Yeah, you're right in about the second half, yes. Not the first half. He brought the crosses from the left all the time. You know, I don't know who was playing on the left. Was at the beginning was Mahaj. Mahaj was playing on the right, and he was struggling. Sometimes Robla used to go there. Musa was bringing all the crosses. It's just that nobody's converted his crosses. So yeah, but second half, you have to be very careful also of getting excited. There was a ball that he played a nice 1-2 here, and he was inside the box, where he could have crossed and he took another touch. I don't know if you remember that ball. If he brought that ball and we scored, you would not say that, you know. So I would not say he didn't overlap all the time. Maybe not frequent as Langaman. Ne? Yeah. But maybe more stronger aerially and defensively than Langaman aerially. And when you play this game, you know that ball is coming. So he was handy in that space, and he played in Luanda as a left back. He just came off injured, and some of the games in Champions League he's played as a left back, and we will use him as a left back if whilst we're waiting for Langaman. Langaman is injured. Not to say we dropped him. He's injured, and he's gonna take at least easy 14 days maybe to come back. And his injury, he must have an op, but medically they're saying that he can manage. If we give him a chance to recover, he can manage. We've got a lot of people who have to go through the Caesar, you know. I mean, you saw Afonso played against Wakane in the last 10 minutes. He was not here today. You know, he's got a niggling injury that really. And we need this guy, eh? Like tonight, you needed him to, on those crosses and those corner kick, and to do what he did against Maritzburg, eh? So, but you have to accept and understand that football is a professional sport, and you can not have everybody. There's Harry Kane, they're waiting for him. It's the way it is, eh? Luis Suarez. It's life, ne? So, we are also part of the game. These things do happen. Yeah, much like you can't buy the sport for Champions League. You got to play for it, you know. And the league is for Chiefs to lose it, ne? I mean, it's in your hands now. So, but we haven't given up. We're going for it. Anything is possible. So, yeah, we'll try and get the Champions League spot first. And if we can win the league, we go for it. You know, it's the same. Champions League, it draws you, it lures you. You know, why did it beat us last year, ne? In the semi-final? But fortunately, we won the league. Okay, that is why it's interesting for teams, big teams, to play at this level. And let's see who you are, what you have. Play Champions League, play the Nedbank, play the league, and let's see if you can do that. Okay. I think we're playing them when they are on top of their game, ne? I think they lost their last match, ne? In the league, if I'm not mistaken. Or they drew. They lost against Pirates. Yeah. But they're playing good, they're playing well. Just Mango is on form. He's just destroying everybody. But it's always a difficult game, cheaper for us. You look at the results. Always a draw. In the league, we don't like them because we drop points against them. But we'll see. Are they through to the Nedbank? Yeah, well, maybe Mapeza will love to win a Nedbank, and he can focus on the Nedbank. I don't think they're on relegation space now. You know, so yeah, Chipa is a difficult club for us. But we also okay. We know how to play games. When we have to lock it, we can lock it. When we have to raise the volume up, we can. And yeah, let's see. We're playing them here. They're not good travelers, but we'll see. Can't say much about that game. Where are we gonna get the fourth one? I mean, we got one.
We have 1, 3 trophies to play for now.
What, Nedbank,
Champions League
and the league? Yeah, well, if I say no, Sundowns will be disappointed with me, ne? But what does the reality say? You know, I like always to make examples of people who are much better, who have achieved a lot, like Klopp. He said, the Carabao Cup, I played the younger ones, né? But if he put the same team, he could have been through, né? But he said, let's leave it. Even with the FA Cup was risking, né? But I don't know where you're going to get the 4 trophies. Charles, look, if you say no, you are not ambitious. If you say yes, you might be a little bit arrogant. And you make people to sharpen their swords and knives, and when you come, they're going to cut you. I don't know. If you give me Bavarara, VUT, all the way to the final, and give me TS Galaxy in the final, we can't have an excuse, ne? Can I have those things? TS Galaxy in the final, really, it's for you to take it. You know, Mavarara semi-final. You know, I don't have,
Royal Eagles.
Yes, something like that. You know, there's another tornado. Was it a tornado? In the 90th minute, you win. And before a tornado was another one in Caesar Dukashi. It's given to you. So can I have that also, Charles? Then we can talk quadruples. And you never know, maybe Vets they have to play Chiefs twice. What if there's 2 draws there? Pirates. And we also believe we can win the match against Chiefs in FNB. Ne? Those are possibilities. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's possible. You know, you have to keep going because we saw Chiefs 94th minute against Eros. Is it possible? Yes. And we can say about me, we drew against Vets twice and we lost to Pirates. That's reality. So hopefully reality can happen on the other side also and can make it interesting. I think you want the league to be interesting, am I right? Yeah? Let be the last 2 games and there's equal points. But you know we've got a photo finish there. Even the last 5, you can go 5 in a row. That I can guarantee you. So let it be on the table and let's see, Charles. Maybe this thing can be interesting. Maybe it can be a good finish, ne? Wouldn't you like that? Yeah? Yeah. Let the league be interesting. Maybe I must speak to Auntie. Auntie, come. Do your work. Do your stuff, my brother. You took 4 points from me with 2 draws. You know? So take 4 points somewhere also. You know? And JZ is on form. Mango is on form. Let's see. We'll go to FNB and we'll see what happens in FNB. You never know.